Tom Automaker, and we're here again with one of our unusual and unordinary endurance racers. And that means it's not a Miata and it's not a BMW. What do we have here is a Porsche Boxster. Hello, David. How you doing?
What's up, people?
All right. So, hey, so this is Pfingdog, right?
Yep.
All right. I love that name. So, kind of maybe tell me how that name came about for this Boxster.
I believe the owner has a dog. That was his name, and they called it. It's been there ever since.
Cool. So you usually run BMWs, which again, we don't interview people from BMWs or Miatas, but you got a Boxster, and we're kind of familiar with that. So kind of tell us, what has been your path, your journey with this car?
Well, actually, a lot of it comes from your influence.
Oh, okay.
This car came to us very stock, and little by little, it's been the evolution of it. The owner of the car kept looking at yours and saying, why can't I go that fast? So I said, just send me the car. So he did.
Yeah.
And we put all the aero and stuff on it that we figured it was going to take to keep up with the sailings.
Yeah.
And so now he does.
Cool. And I see that you have a 9 lives wing, but you also have the 9 lives splitter. How do you like that?
I love it. You know, plug and play. The guys at 9 Lives are extremely friendly, especially to Champ Car and our type of racing.
Yeah.
So I just called him up. He knew exactly what I wanted, and a short 6 weeks later, I had it.
And we had done the wing with them as well. I think we might have been the first one to do a Boxster wing. And it's just unusual. I should have went with the swan neck. I noticed the one Boxster has one. What did you think about doing a swan neck?
We just wanted something that was tried and true. I think most of the teams have this kind of stuff, and we just wanted to be. We didn't have to re-engineer the entire car.
Right.
So this is the kind of stuff that you had, that I think Todd has in the Atlanta Speedworks cars. And we figured, those guys are doing well, so we put it in our car, and it works.
Yeah. And we've been racing together for a long, long time, way back in the... I think did you run the Firehawk, or were you more in the Grand Am Cup?
Grand Am Cup. The last Daytona for Motorola Cup is when I started.
Okay.
So that was early 2000. I think that must have been like 2000.
Exactly. So that was the 2000 season. So the Bermans came and did Daytona, and they said, we're done. And then the France family, fortunately, came through and said, we're going to keep running it. And, the rest is history, how that series has still survived. And I actually like to think that this series is almost a stepchild of that series, because, Firestone Firehawk, this is really the lifeblood of that.
Yeah, I mean, we run cars right now, the BMWs that you don't like to interview. Those cars are very similar to the street stock, touring class cars, they called them back in Grand Am Cup days. Right. Very, very similar to what we run here.
Right, and in these cars that we're running, the Boxsters, are very similar to the Speedster Sylvain ones. I think he had 2 7s, because you drove those, right?
Actually, that was the first pro Boxster ever raced was with Sylvain, and I was in one of those cars. And I think, there were 2 7s.
Yep, they were 2. Yeah. And I had to go back one day and look at them, because then I looked at the pictures of them online and saw the middle cut out, so I knew with that grill there, they had to be 2 7s. Yeah. So how does this compare to those cars? Because they had coilovers and everything. What is your comparison with the Aero, but now coilovers?
Well, the thing is that you can buy for these cars really off not the showroom, but basically aftermarket. You can buy suspension that is very similar and is already geared towards some really high performance driving. So when you put that in and set up the car, they're very similar.
Well, that's cool. So, hey, thanks for coming out here, and we got one more thing for you here. Yes. So our partners at Malco Automotive want to give you some really great cleaning products. The only thing you have to promise, you can't use it on you can use it on your BMW. We'll allow that, but there's some great products I think you're going to enjoy. They're a great company right out of Ohio.
Thank you. The crew is going to love it.